Diane Troisi says her son's former roommate, Anthony Jenkins Jr., owes for tow fees. Anthony is countersuing for property damage, rent, storage, and a false police report.
Now, they towed away the motorcycle, which you had to retrieve, so you want him to pay the towing fees, because you have the motorcycle back.
Yes, but the problem is that I had contacted the police department and they wanted me to file a theft report about the motorcycle. I asked them if instead of doing that, the police would please contact Mr. Jenkins and ask him to give it back before I filed a theft report, because I didn't want to do that to him. And
why didn't you just send him a check?
Send him a check for what?
For the damage that your son did to his run.
It's not my responsibility.
He had the motorcycle towed. That's what he did.
He knew that I was coming to pick it up and was told by the police that he had to return it to me.
Don't tell me what the police told you.
No.
It's hearsay.
I have it on the recorder that the police told me to come pick it up.
It's hearsay.
Okay.
That's what you do. If you want your motorcycle back, you come into court, you file a case, and you say, he has possession of my property and I want it back. But you sort of made a quid pro quo with him. You said, listen, I want my son's property, which is really my property, and I'll fix the damage that my son did to his room.
Correct.
And what you didn't do is fix the damage. You had no obligation to fix the damage,
right.
But you agreed to fix the damage.
Because I was scared.
I don't care what your excuse is now,
okay.
Ms. Troisi. You agreed to fix the damage, and you didn't. So he didn't return the motorcycle to you. He had it towed to an inconvenient place for you,
right.
Which annoyed you. I don't care. You know, I have children who are a lot older than 26. And I'm under no legal obligation to clean up after their messes. But if you see your son's mess and you obligate it to yourself, you said, listen, my son, probably high on drugs, whatever he was, when he made a hole in the door and he destroyed the room, I'm going to take responsibility for it, because it shouldn't be a stranger's responsibility to clean up after my child.
Right.
And it's not his responsibility to tow your motorcycle to a convenient place for you. That's
right.
What I'm answering you. That's a tit for tat. That's justice.
Excuse me, but what you're missing out on is that
you have the motorcycle
when I went
back
to the house to get my son's things, Mr. Jenkins went through everything. He kept his GoPro camera. He kept other belongings of my son that were I didn't know he was going to do that. I thought I was just going to get all of his belongings.
All the goodies, including your bike, and leave the mess for him, for the stranger.
No, and I was going to pay him. But when I didn't get anything, that he picked up my son's GoPro camera. I said, that's my son's. He said, oh, I'm keeping it. That's $400 camera. There's $400 to the $600 he said was...
He's not paying you for the motorcycle. And she's under no obligation to clean up after his mess.
I did not take that.
You didn't take the GoPro camera.
Where is it?
I mean...
Maybe your son pawned it. You don't know he's in jail, so you can't ask him.
Okay. And where's the false police report that you're accusing me of filing? Where's the false police report?
The police report said what?
There is no police report. I never filed one.
Oh, I'm not entertaining his counterclaim.
I want to see it, though, because he said that I had one. So where is it? Let's see
just
it.
A second.
Pass it over, please.
Just a second. He's not giving you any money. You should have kept your promise. Then you would have gotten your motorcycle back. You didn't keep your promise. You get zippity-doo-dah.
Okay.
And you'll clean up, because she's not responsible after a 26-year-old makes a disaster of his room. But she said she would. So you discommoded her and made her travel a long way to get her motorcycle. That's justice. We're done.